Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Sanctuary. It's Zato here with a Bluish Flame Liberator deck profile. Kind of a fun deck. I'm not really of a big Gold Paladin fan, but when I saw this on Season 4, I was kind of like, I could deal with this. But, let's get started. Starting with the starter, I run Flaming Passion Liberator Guido. Skill, put this unit in the soul. If your Vanguard is Legion, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Search up for one card with Liberator and its card name. From among them, call it to an open rearguard and shuffle your deck. Moving on to the strides. Run 4 of the Bluish Flame True Liberator, Holy Flame. Skill. Counterblast 1 and choose a card from your G-Zone and flip it. If you have a heart card with Liberator and its card name, for each face-up Bluish Flame True Liberator in your G-Zone, look at the top 3 cards in your deck, search for up to one card from among them, call it to rearguard, and put the rest of the cards in the drop zone. And then that unit call gets an extra 2k. Good way to set up for Legion. Then I run 3 of the Fast Chase Golden Knight Campbell. Skill, when this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, look at the top 5 cards in your deck, search for up to one card from among them, call it to rearguard, and then shuffle. And then that unit gets an extra 2k. Since it is a Legion deck, I run 1 Rain Element Madu. I would use 2, but 1 works enough for me. Skill is that when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, if you have a heart card with the original power of 10k or less, choose a grade 3 from the drop zone and put it back to your hand. Next, I run 2 of the Golden Knight of Incandescence at Brosk's. Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 2 cards in your deck, search for up to one card from among them, call it to an open rearguard, and then put the rest at the bottom of your deck. I really just use it for the soul blasting so I can kind of keep superior calling cards. One Golden Point Scorch Point Dragon. When the unit's placed on rearguard from deck, that unit and this unit gets an extra 5k. And then for the G Guardians, I run 3 of Rhea. If you have 2 or more Gold Paladin rearguards, it gets an extra 5k. 1 Metal Element Screw You, which when this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, if the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 1 or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, this gets an extra 10k, and the cost is choosing a card from your hand and discarding it. And then 1 Dismal, just in case I want to protect the rearguard. Moving on to the grade 3s, run 4 of the Bluish Flame Liberator Percival. His skill, when the unit Legions, look at the top 4 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to one card with Liberator in its name, superior call to open rearguard, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck. And also, a secondary skill, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, it gets an extra 2k to the end of battle. Next, then I run 4 of the Bluish Flame Liberator Prominence Glare. Counterblast 1 and choose a Bluish Flame from your hand and discard it. When a unit is placed on rearguard from deck, if this unit is in Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets an extra critical, and during the battle that this unit attacks, your opponent cannot call grade 1s or greater to the Guardian Circle. And then it has a secondary skill, Counterblast 1 and choose a rearguard and retire it. Look at the top 4 cards in your deck, search up for 1 Liberator from among them, superior call to rearguard, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck. And that ability cannot be used for the rest of that turn. Again, that is. Moving on to the grade 2s, I run, obviously, the Legion Mate, 4 of Oath Liberator Algavel. Algavel's skill, Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at 3 cards in the top of your deck, search for up to one card with Liberator in its card name, call it to an open rearguard, and put the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. Next, I run 4 of the other Legion mate, Regulation Liberator Algovel. This skill, when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Bluish Flame in its card name, this gets an extra 2k to end a battle. And the second skill, Soul Blast 1, when this unit is placed on rearguard from your deck, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to 1 card with Bluish Flame in its card name from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Sets you up for the Glory skill. And last for the grade 2s, I would run Magnus, but instead I kind of like Reneus more, just because this deck is really counterblast heavy. So I run Tack Turn Liberator Reneus. His skill, which stacks by the way, when one of your other units is placed on rearguard from your deck, if you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, until end of turn it gets an extra 2k, and the skill, when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose a card from your damage zone and turn it face up. So basically, you Superior Call 3 units, gets an extra 6k, and you get to, if it hits on flip 3, and so on and so forth. Moving on to the grade 1s, I run 3 of the Mayrain Liberator Bruno. Really, he is a staple in the deck, to be honest. His skill, when your other Gold Paladin is placed on rearguard from deck, if you have a Liberator Vanguard, this unit gets an extra 3k. And this deck is really good with Superior Calling lots of Gold Paladins. Or Liberators, really. Next, I run 4 Perfect Guards, obviously. 1 Light Formation Liberator, Andre. I just like him because it kind of matches the art style, the style of the deck. Moving on, 4 of the Physical Force Liberators Zoran. His skill, put this unit into your soul. When this unit is placed on rearguard from your deck, if you have a Gold Paladin Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 3 cards in the top of your deck. Well, look at the 3 cards in the top of your deck. Search for up to 1 card with Liberator in its card name from among them. Call it to rearguard and put the rest in the bottom of the deck in any order. And then for the last of the grade 1s, I run 3 of Butterfly Liberator Corderia. She is a pretty. If she keeps your Superior Calls going, it's like a if you need to use it, use her skill. If you don't want to use Prominence Glare, but her skill, Counterblast 1 and retire her. If you have a Vanguard with Liberator in its card name, look at the top 3 cards in the top of your deck. Search for up to 1 card with Liberator in its card name, Superior Call to open rearguard, and then put the rest into your drop zone. It also sets up for Legion in case you don't have enough cards in your drop zone yet. And then moving on to the triggers, I run 2 Claim of Victory. It's a good card for stacking up the soul and just giving power to. I only run 2 because it isn't Liberator, so in case I have to Superior Call a card that has Liberator in its name, this wouldn't go. So, I only limit it to 2. And its replacement will be the 2 Steelblade Liberator Alwa, just again for the artwork. 4 of the Ascendant Liberator Barbertruck. She's a really good card. When this unit is placed on rearguard from deck, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 4 cards in the top from your deck. Search for up to 1 card with Bluish Flame in its card name. Reveal it to your opponent. Put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. She sets you up for the Glory skill. Next is I typically don't run stand triggers, but if it's a stand trigger with a really good skill, it will be in the deck. Catch Goal Liberator is almost like a necessity. His skill, put this unit at the bottom of your deck. When this unit is placed on rearguard from your deck, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 3 cards in the top of your deck. Search up to 1 card other than this card from among them. Call it to open rearguard and shuffle your deck. Really, really good recycling. And I just run good little 4 heal triggers. I like her because, you know, this card is bae. This card saves you from all tyranny. But that is my Bluish Flame deck profile. If you like what you see, just give a like. like, comment, subscribe for any other future videos, and we'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out.